welcome to the magnificent castle ground of Flemish Farm and to the semi-finals of the Outsourcing Inc. Royal Windsor Cup 2019. Two teams out on the field, all the preps have been done. This morning, this is set as well. Beautiful Windsor Castle in the background to my right. This field we built about 5 years ago. Playing in magnificent fashion here, and well done to all the guys at Flemish Farm. Ground staff at Guard Polo Club who maintain this magnificent setting here. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of who's playing for MT Vikings. We have at number 1 handicap 0 goals, Siri Bassoni. At 2 handicap 3 goals is Jose Araja. 3 handicap 6 goals, George Merrick. And at back handicap also 6 goals is Oli Cudmore. Their opposition, UAE Polo team. At number 1 handicap 2 goals is Lucas Monteverdi Jr. At 2 handicap 2 goals, Hazel Jackson Gaona. At 3 handicap 5 goals, Tommy Pinello. And at back is handicap 6 goals, Jacinto Crotto. Your umpires are Tim Bound and Greg Kite, and the referee is Howard Smith. The umpires are on the field, the players are on the field. We're almost set to go with the first of 5 chuckers in the first semi-final of the Outsourcing Inc. Royal Windsor Cup 2019. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost set. Players are being called in by the umpires. Officiating on this side, we have Greg Kite. And on the far side, Timmy Brown, your referee, Howard Smith. Beautiful bright sunshine here. Very warm. In contrast to the other day when it was monsoon biblical-like rain for the quarterfinals. UAE beat 12 Oaks Emlor in their quarterfinal. MT Vikings beat 4 Quarters Black in their quarterfinal, and now it is the first semi-final of the day here at the Castle Ground, Flemish Farm. Umpire Greg Kite bowls the ball into play. First play will be made from the lineup. Luquitas Monteverdi, ball pops up in the air. Monteverdi going in there to challenge him was George Merrick, backhand by Monteverdi, turning onto it Hazel Jackson. Oh, and it is a whistle straight away, and it'll go in favour, it looks like, of the MT Vikings team. Hazel going in there, but in behind her, looked like he had the right of way, was Oli Cudmore. It's going to be a hit from the halfway line for the Vikings. Cudmore will bring it forward. Oli waiting to challenge is Monteverdi. Oli goes out to the right hand side now, puts on a little bit of pace, goes past Monteverdi. Going in there to challenge also is Tommy Pinello to his left. Monteverdi's on the chase. Merrick's in there also looking for a piece of the action. And who's got a hold of it now? It looks like it's George Merrick trying to turn infield. There's the drive down towards the goal. Cudmore chasing, angle shot by Cudmore. It's going across towards the goal, but it's just out to the right hand side. Didn't get enough angle on it. Good effort though from Oli. Knock in UAE. Jacinto Crotto gets his first touch of the ball for UAE, bringing it forward. There's the drive out to his right hand side, looking for Tommy Pinello. First time playing here in the UK, Tommy, and playing very well. Cudmore challenging, Pinello waiting, looking for a bit of space. There's the big drive by Tommy, sent downfield, looking for Monteverdi. Murray goes back to the fence, fakes the backhand, just turns onto it very, very sharply in the
Monteverdi in there hustling him and hassling him. Little pass by Merrick looking to find Cudmore. Jackson's in there trying to get the hook. Now Pinello will take over in that role. Pinello left behind. Around the corner comes Hazel. Also there, Jacinto Crotto. The ball goes across field. George Merrick on the near side, looking to get the break here for MT Vikings. Merrick angles shot down towards the target. The ball's heading down towards the goal. Back to defend goes Tommy Pinello. Must get the clearance, gets a little bit onto it. Backhand in the field by Merrick. Danger here for UAE when the ball pops over the back line to the left and goes wide. So MT are the ones who are doing the attacking in the early parts of this first semi-final. Crotto to bring it forward for UAE. Jacinto. Big drive over to the far side, under the neck, looking for Luquitas Monteverdi on the far boards. Merrick goes in there to challenge him. Luquitas looked to go first time with the big hit. Taken on now. Another big drive sent down towards Jackson. Jackson gets a piece of it. Down the side they go. Hazel Jackson. Coming in, Siri Bassoni. Hazel reaching. Left behind, taken on now by Monteverdi. He's out to the left-hand side of the goal. The drive towards the target. This time from UAE goes out to the left and wide. First attack of the game for UAE. Bright sunshine here. Hard to see the ball in these conditions. Cudmore brings it forward for the Vikings. Ollie checks and goes out to his right. Lets the horse run. Monteverdi's in behind chasing. Cudmore going on his own here. Cudmore with a big hit sent down towards Bassoni. City on the boards, far side, just checking up. Cudmore calls her off, comes in at a bit of pace. He's on a fast one here. Cudmore, this could be spectacular from Ollie Cudmore. Backhand by Jacinto Crotto. Beautifully done coming in. Monteverdi goes over the top. The ball's left behind. Merrick will keep the attack going, but he just got to get a backhand here. There's the backhand by George trying to find Cudmore also in there. Near side by Jose Araja. And Araja's tap on the near side goes over the back line to the right. No goals yet. 3.5 gone in the opening chukker. Jacinto Crotto. Crotto. Next shot. Over to the left again. Same play as before. Looking for Luquitas. On his lonesome over there. Cudmore will challenge him. He just checks up now, the young boy, 13 years of age. There's the pass infield. Beautiful pass for Tommy Pinello. Pinello has space to move up the centre of the ground here. Pinello. Siri. Bassoni is out to his left. Pinello just checks, slows it down a tad. That gives Cudmore time to come in the side door, but Pinello is aware of that and retains possession. He's looked up to see where everybody is. There's a little pass sent down towards Jacinto Crotto. Doesn't pick it up. Around the corner comes Araja, but going in there was Pinello, and the whistle has gone. It'll be the first penalty of the game. I should say the second penalty of the game, and it's in favour of UAE, and it looks like it's going to be a big opportunity from 30 yards, penalty 2, for UAE to get the first goal of the contest. Players off changing horses. Perfect conditions here this morning. Tommy Pinello is the one who'll take the hit for UAE. 30 yards. All on the ground for Tommy. The goal is good, and UAE with the first goal of the contest. They lead 1-0. You can probably hear the planes overhead. Heathrow Airport, just up the road from here. And Greg Kite has blown the whistle, stops the clock, because Tommy Pinello found a shoe on the field. Umpire Timmy Bound will bring it over to the scoreboard and get it off the field. Could be dangerous for a horse, of course. Treading on that if the nails are sticking up could do all sorts of damage. Right, Timmy's all set on the far side. Greg will bowl the ball in this side. 1-0 UAE, ball is back in play. Lineup won by, looked like it was Merrick was in there. Here comes the backhand from Pinello, turning it around. Monteverde will get control. In there goes Araja, looking at the umpire's whistle is silent, and Luquitas Monteverde can go forward here. The two young players, downfield he goes. Monteverde being hustled down, being taken on in behind by Araja. Coming in, looks like it is Tommy Pinello, and he'll get the score. It's another one for UAE. Good backup by Pinello. The attack initially by Luquitas, 2-0 UAE. Great to see Sheikha Maita here this morning, supporting her team UAE. As they line up again. Off we go. Line up so important. Little bit of a melee here right in front of us. Merrick's turning on the grey, also in there. Cudmore looking for it with Pinello. Merrick gets the backhand, looking to find Cudmore. Backhand by a crossfield by Jacinto Crotto, taken on by Luquitas Monteverde. The pass by Monteverde finds teammate Pinello. Pinello checks and will try and get forward now. There's the drive, down the side it goes. Back to the fend goes Jose Araja. Araja must get the backhand. Didn't get much onto it, stopped by the horse. And it'll be Cudmore who checks and turns around on the grey, trying to get something going here for the Vikings, who are trailing by 2. Ollie slows it down, waiting to challenge is Jackson, Gaona, Hazel, and Cudmore to the far side, retains possession. Merrick's in behind, he's lost control there, and Tommy Pinello can get away here from the chasing George Merrick on the big grey. It is Pinello looking for number 3 on the board here for UAE. Pinello, look at Merrick catching him in behind Luquitas Monteverde. Monteverde will strike, Monteverde will score. Very good play, very good teamwork from UAE. They have a 3-goal advantage here, and I hear a whistle on the play. Also down the bottom right-hand goal. So I'm not too sure what the situation is. The umpires are having a chat. Will the goal be given? The goal judge said yes. And they're bringing the ball upfield, it looks like. And the goal was not given. There was a foul in behind in the goal mouth. And the umpires have given the penalty. Correction, the goal has been given, and they have a free hit. So penalty 1 has been awarded. Penalty 1 awarded to UAE. Right, Crotto. Crotto lets one go. Big drive out to the left-hand side, looking to find his teammate there, Pinello. Pinello on the board. Jackson is there for support. Pinello comes inside now, gets free from the chasing in behind Araja. Near side by Monteverde. Jackson, Gaona, going to goal. Pressure here on Merrick in the goal mouth. They all want a piece of the action. Cudmore's in there as well. And around the houses comes Luquitas, who gets the score, it looks like, but the whistle had blown beforehand. And I think that will end the opening chukker, ladies and gentlemen. The hooter is gone. They've played it 30 seconds. So strong chukker for UAE. Strong first chukker. UAE 3. MT Vikings 0. Back with the second in a few moments. Thank you all. Welcome back, everybody. Very, very strong chukker. The first chukker for UAE. They have an advantage of 3-0 over the MT Vikings. A place in the final awaits the winners of this match to be played this coming Sunday live from the Queen's Ground of the Guards Polo Club, and it will be live on Guards TV in conjunction with Polo Cam, who are producing this filming. We're going to restart with a penalty about 10 yards from the MT Vikings goal line. A penalty which occurred at the end of the opening chukker, and Ollie Cudmore will bring it forward for the team in white. Cudmore's pass out to his left, looking to find Merrick. Merrick taken on there, the backhand by Tommy Pinello. Pinello comes in, or in there goes now Jacinto Crotto, gets a little bit onto it. Jackson Gaona couldn't find it, checking around the corner. Luquitas Monteverdi's there, turn around again, this time by Araja. But it'll be Pinello with UAE looking to get forward here. Cudmore with Crotto. Cudmore wins that tussle, has time to check and turn. Merrick takes out Jacinto Crotto. There's a little pass by Cudmore. Will he find Merrick? I don't think so. Yes, he has, actually. I thought it was Crotto's line there for a moment. Backhand by Crotto. No one home for the black team, and it'll be Cudmore who goes back to defend. So all he has time to check and turn. Bring it around and see where his teammates are. Merrick with Luquitas Monteverdi over the top there from Cudmore. Merrick goes back to retrieve it. Jackson Gona was the challenger, but the hit by Cudmore right up the centre of this magnificent ground here. Stopped by Tommy Pinello, flicks it away now and gets away from Jose Araja. Pinello with the ball. They're looking to get going here. It's been stop and start for the first chukker and into this second chukker as well. Luquitas Monteverdi near side, doesn't find it. Cudmore's over the top, in comes Pinello, checks, comes inside now. Pinello has a free run to goal here. Pinello still with Tommy Pinello, he shoots for the target. Goal coming in the backhand by Raja. Great backhand, the goalpost takes a hammering to the right hand side. The ball goes over the back line and the whistle will stop play. More pressure on the Vikings from UAE. They got away with that one. Could have been 4-0. We'll just wait for the goalpost to be put back into place. Our second semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, is to be played at 3 o'clock live from the Queen's Ground at the Guards Polo Club. OS Challengers, Outsourcing Incorporated Challengers. They are the sponsors of the tournament and the sponsors of the OS Challengers team. Will play Mad Dogs. So well done to OS, being sponsored by Outsourcing Incorporated on making the semi-final, and they have every chance to go through to the final as well. So that'll be brought live to you this afternoon, 3 p.m. BST, British Standard Time. Goalpost is back in place. Well done to the goal judge down there on the ball. And it'll be a knock-in, or a hit-out rather. I'm looking, I think it's for MT Vikings. Cudmore having a chat with Merrick and the rest of his teammates, Siri Bassoni and Jose Araja. Not too sure what they're waiting for. A minute and a half gone in the second chukker. In fact, it was something I didn't see there, ladies and gentlemen. It went over the back line, and it was actually a penalty, a safety 60 for UAE, which went wide, and now the ball is back in play. Merrick. As usual, Monteverdi's on the chase. Merrick, Monteverdi, George, big hit again towards the halfway line. coming in. Pinello taken on by Araja. Pinello trying to check and bring it around. Very clever play by Tommy Pinello. Near side required. Gets it infield. Araja's on the chase in behind. Pinello's going to goal again. The ball just kicked out to the left by the horse. Here comes Luquitas Monteverde to drive, cut in towards the target. Pinello checks. Near side Pinello. Has he found it? I think that's a superb goal from Tommy Pinello. And again, the backup was good from Luquitas Monteverde. UAE 4. MT Viking 0. Well, UAE, they're not allowing MT Vikings to settle on the ball at all, not allowing them to play their game. And there's a team in black who are doing all the attacking at the moment. And the Vikings got to pull their socks up here as Merrick goes in for a piece of the action from the lineup, taken on by Pinello, who doesn't get the near side. Merrick gets it back. Monteverde challenging as ever. Merrick sent down towards Cudmore, also up there. Raja. Pinello will look for the backhand, stops him from coming forward. Jackson tries to bring it across, and Siri Bassoni it is who gets the penalty for her team, the Vikings. And where will they bring it to? Will it be a 60, a 40 or a 30? I think it'll be probably a 60. At most a 40. Well, they're going to the 40-yard spot, penalty 3. And big chance here for MT Vikings to get the first goal of the game. 3 minutes gone in the second chukker. Bright sunshine on Castle Ground, Flemish Farm. Ollie Cudmore. Here he comes. Horse just ducked a little bit there as he went to strike it, but the goal is good from Ollie, and they have their first goal of the contest. 4-1 the score. UAE with the advantage. Line up in front of umpire Kite, Greg Kite from New Zealand. Off we go again. The hit by Monteverde out of the lineup, gets a hold of it now. UAE come forward again. Luquitas now on the boards, going into challenge will be Merrick. Luquitas, Merrick's backhand comes off Siri's helmet, luckily. Just bounced up in the air, taken on now by Cudmore. Cudmore brings it around. The Vikings looking to go forward here, but they're stopped. Backhand by Merrick. Turning onto it very quickly indeed is Jackson Gaona. Nice backhand by Hazel, but it's met by Cudmore, who gets control now. The Vikings have it back. Look at little Monteverde in there again, hustling and bustling, not allowing him to get comfortable on the ball, and Cudmore's giving it away. There's the backhand by Pinello. Comes around on his own line here. Now there's 3 black shirts going forward and only 1 back for the MT Vikings, and that was Cudmore. Good play by his teammates there. There's the pass upfield again by Pinello trying to find Luquitas Monteverde. Will it reach? I don't think so. Comes off Cudmore's horse. Backhand by Merrick, was in there quickly was Pinello. Ball not cleared yet. Turn around again by Luquitas. In comes Pinello. Little flick across the goal. Has he found it? Yes, he has. It's another one for Tommy Pinello and another one for UAE Vikings. They have a 4-goal advantage again. It's 5-1. Less than 2 to play in the second chukker. All set with the lineup. Just a little bit keen. Umpire Kite wants a little bit of space before he bowls the ball in. He's found it, and there it goes. Who has won it? Monteverde's in there again looking for it. Ball left behind. Merrick just in there. His horse just kind of checked a little bit with him, and the hit sent downfield. Here comes Cudmore, taken on by Pinello. Pinello steals it away on the near side. Pinello again trying to bring it forward. In behind there is Jackson Gaona, and Cudmore being pushed deep into the bottom right-hand corner towards the UAE tent. Ollie trying to turn around. Monteverde again in there, hustling and bustling, not allowing them to settle. Hazel's in there as well. The melee on the boards. Merrick gets the hit upfield, looking for Cudmore. Stopped by Jacinto Crotto. Little touch, gets it away. And they're going forward now for the pass. Siri Bassoni's there to try and prevent him. And now there's the pass across field by Bassoni, Jacinto Crotto. But it's taken on now by Merrick, and they get the clearance over to the far side. Merrick, far boards. Pinello's there also. George checks. Cudmore's gone forward, as has Araja and Bassoni. There's the drive, upfield. Bassoni, over the top, Luquitas Monteverde, little backhand, checking around, changing the line there was Pinello, but he didn't find much of it. And here comes Cudmore through again. Vikings looking more dangerous now. There's the pass upfield for Jose Araja from Cudmore. Surely the ball going towards the target. It's just out to the right-hand side. Oh, and Jose couldn't get there in time. It goes over the back line to the right and wide. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the end of the second chukker. The scoreboard reads it is UAE 5, MT Vikings 1. Back with the third in a few moments. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Third chukker here at the Castle Ground Flemish Farm for the Outsourcing Inc. Royal Windsor first semi-final of the day. UAE 5, MT Vikings 1. And I'd like to say a huge thank you to Outsourcing Inc., Outsourcing Incorporated, for their very, very generous sponsorship of the Royal Windsor Cup. last year was their first year of sponsorship. And outsourcing, not only do they sponsor this magnificent tournament, but they sponsor a lot of charities which help children to use polo, disadvantaged children, to use polo around the world. And some of those charities are the Power of Polo, Ebony Horse, and Polo Africa. So well done, and thank you to Outsourcing Incorporated, not only for sponsoring this magnificent tournament, the oldest tournament at Guards Polo Club, first played in 1955, but also for their charity work. As Luquitas Monteverde comes in with a backhand. Oli Cudmore, open backhand downfield, coming in there now. Near side pick up by Jose Araja. The ball goes out to the left-hand side. The right off is strong by Jacinto Crotto. Monteverde goes in there, but he lets the ball run over the back line. What a right off by Crotto on Araja. Poof, he felt that, didn't he? Huge. Knock in, UAE back line, Crotto. Bright sunshine. Huge drive again by Jacinto. Sent over to the far left-hand side of the field. Tommy Pinello's over there. Lets the ball settle and looks for the big drive, and there it is into the opposite half, the UAE half. Down the side it goes now, and it's taken on by George Merrick, who has to check and turn. And again in there, Luquitas Monteverde hustling and bustling. So too Jackson, Gaona. Ball left behind now for Cudmore. So they've slowed it down. They're not being allowed to go forward here. The pass by Cudmore for Siri up to the halfway line. Here comes Bassoni. Siri drives it. Downfield she goes. Out to her right-hand side is Pinello. Another big kick by Siri. Downfield she goes. The attack looking good here for MT Vikings. Can she get the ball infield now? Gets a little bit onto it, but not much. And it's left behind and taken on by Pinello. Around the corner he goes. He's hooked out of the play by Merrick, who gets control for MT. Coming in, Jackson Gaona. Whistle on the play. Bottom left-hand corner. We'll leave it to the judge. And as I said earlier, the second semi-final of the day will be played at 3 p.m. live from the Queen's Ground at the Guards Polo Club. OS Challengers, Outsourcing Challengers, will play the Mad Dogs. Spot, black, UAE, Crotto. Down the side, he sends it, finds Pinello. Pinello with another big drive, Lofton looking to try and find his teammate there, Luquitas Monteverde. The ball just bounced a tad near side, pick up by Jackson Gaona. Good, very good play by Jackson Gaona. Can she go all the way here? Beautiful play by Jackson Hazel. Finds Luquitas Monteverde. Now that can by Merrick, turns to the side, turn around again, infield by Pinello. But only as far as Merrick, who has time to check and turn. But straight away, in there goes Monteverde to hustle him. But he's got it away and he's found Cudmore. Cudmore comes forward. It's looking more open now. This is turning into a good game of polo, ladies and gentlemen. The big drive by Cudmore, looking to find Jose Raja. Ball just bounced over the Mallow as he went to strike it. Now it will be Pinello, backhand, the cross field, stopped and taken on by Cudmore, but he couldn't get the hit towards the target. The ball's still over on the far side. Backhand again by Pinello, turning her onto it very, very quickly indeed is Jacinto Crotto, but getting there first will be George Merrick. Merrick now can keep the attack going for the Vikings. Little backhand, the cross field. Cudmore didn't read that well. Turning onto it also is Siri. Bassoni takes it to the far side. Good work in behind there by Cudmore, takes away Jacinto Crotto. Who's there now? It'll be Hazel, who brings it forward. 10 goals in the ladies' handicap, of course. Hazel Jackson Gaona, and upfield she goes. Look at this, 2 goals in the mainstream handicap. Hazel still going forward. Merrick chasing to her right-hand side. Jackson Gaona's done beautifully well here. In comes Merrick, gets the backhand, sends it to the boards, but only as far as Tommy Pinello. Over the top from Tommy, a rare miss by him. He's played very well during the course of this contest, and he get it back here. Pinello gets away from Cudmore, goes to the persuader in behind. Surely it's going to be another one here. One hit will do it for, oh my word, Pinello couldn't find it. Out to the right it goes and wide. So no goals yet in the third chukker. 3.5 to play. The knock-in as a lot of players go off the change. Cudmore for the Vikings. Monteverde's waiting as ever. Cudmore leaves it for Merrick. George checks and turns. And again, Monteverdi's there, doing his job. George cuts inside. Monteverdi hustling now in behind, but George has got away here. He looks for a big one. Didn't quite get the shot he wanted, but he still has possession. Still with Merrick, up to the halfway line. Monteverdi in behind. Jackson Gona in front of him. Still with George. He's been slowed down here by the players coming forward now. Whistle has blown. And was he impeded as he went forward by Jackson Gona? As Monteverdi goes off to change his horse, as does Hazel and indeed Penello. And I think the umpires are going to bring the ball back to the halfway line. It looks like they are. Well, a penalty has been awarded. It looks like it's in favour of UAE, and the only thing I can suggest to you is that the ball was not released by the umpires. The umpires tell the players to play the ball, and there's the hit by Jacinto Crotto. Coming back on from changing his horses, Luquitas Monteverdi. And Monteverdi, oh, the cut shot outside by Merrick, saves the day for the MT Vikings, and is taken on now by Cudmore in behind. Luquitas Monteverdi looks for the hook. In comes Hazel Jackson to bring the ball around again. Jackson Gona. Little bit of a melee. Monteverdi, Cudmore, Jackson, Gona, Penello. Tommy, around the house he goes. Surely Tommy Penello will walk this one in. And they are pressuring them here big time. And it is UAE again with the score. And it is 6 now to UAE, 1 MT Vikings. Just over a minute and a half to half time here, end of the third chukker. 5 chukkers, of course, the Royal Windsor. Off we go. Merrick gets it for the Vikings. Flicks it forward, makes a little bit of space for himself. First time drive by George. Going back to defend this time will be Tommy Penello, taken on in behind by Jose Araja. Penello takes the man out. Called off in behind there by Jacinto Crotto. Crotto, backhand, met by Merrick. Merrick. In comes Hazel, doesn't get the shot she wants there. Merrick turns on it again, surely. George will score. Yes, he will. George Merrick gets one back. Coming towards the end of the third chukker, 6-2 to score now, UAE by 4. Just time for one more roll in. The bell is imminent. Off they go. Crotto, Monteverdi, Araja, Penello, Merrick, Crotto, backhand, comes off Araja's horse, goes and finds Penello. Penello now with space over on the far side. Cudmore will challenge him to his right. Tommy just checks now, brings it in, and takes away the man, actually, and leaves the ball for Crotto, who looks to send a big one upfield towards his frontier there, and looking to find Monteverdi, but the play by Araja. What a backhand by Jackson Gona, and it will be Tommy Penello with another one. What a play from Jackson Gona initially with the backhand, put it on the end of Tommy's mallet. The goal is good, and they have a 5-goal advantage now. It's 7-2, and that is the end of the third chukker. Back with the final 2, the 4th and 5th in a few moments. We'll be back in a few moments also. Thank you. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everybody. Two more chukkers to play in this first semi-final of the day between UAE Polo and MT Vikings. 7 goals to 2, UAE with a commanding advantage. But it's not over yet. John Horswell, the coach of the Vikings, I'm sure has given the boys a bit of a talk at half-time as they line up for the ball to be thrown in for the first chukker of the second half, the fourth chukker, and Monteverde Windsor from the lineup again for UAE. Lukitas, downfield he goes now. Look at this, Lukitas Monteverde just cuts inside, doesn't get the hit he wanted, and the ball's left behind, taken on now by Merrick, who checks and turns in front of Crotto. There's the drive by Merrick upfield, Jose Araja with Penelo, Araja, Penelo gets the backhand to the halfway line to go. They turn around again. It'll be Hazel, Jackson Gona. In there with the backhand was Merrick. And did Merrick get the foul there on Hazel, who just checked in front of him as he went for the backhand? We'll see what the judge says. It's a penalty to the Vikings. Less than a minute played in the fourth. Ollie Cudmore. Monteverde, the challenger, as ever. Cudmore lets it go. Huge hit by Ollie. It's 100+ yards sent down towards the target. In comes Penelo with the backhand, open backhand, beautifully executed. To the boards it goes, but Merrick will get there first. Backhand by George, infield again, but he's giving it away, and here comes Penelo, it looks like. Penelo now being hunted down by Araja, who gets the hook. Good play by Araja. Hazel takes it on the near side, goes to the offside, drives it up towards the halfway line again, trying to find her teammate there, Penelo. Araja goes over the top, in comes, oh my word, and that was unlucky for Jose. Whistle's gone from the umpire in behind. That's Greg Kite. And I think it's going to be a penalty to the black team. Yes, it is. They're heading down towards that MT Vikings goal. So it's another chance from at least 60 yards. Maybe even a 40. We'll wait to see where they place the ball. No, it's 60 yards. So a chance for UAE to make it 8-2. UAE haven't allowed the Vikings to settle on the ball. They're in their face as soon as they have any type of possession. And Tommy Penelo will strike this, looking for a 6-goal advantage. Gets his horse nice and relaxed. Goes through his usual routine, and here he comes. It's along the ground, and it comes off a mallet of, I think it was Araja, back in field there by Monteverde. Coming in, Crotto will look for the next shot. Stopped by Araja. He got the backhand anyway, did Crotto, and the goal is good from Jacinto. That's his first of the game, I think. And it is 8 to UAE, 2 to the Vikings. So it's the perfect start to the second half for the team in black. A minute and a half gone in the fourth. They line up again, far side by the scoreboard. Ball is in play. Monteverde checks, turns, tries to bring it around. Stolen by Cudmore. Cudmore looking to get going here. Left behind. Siri is there. In comes Monteverde, doesn't get it. Backhand by Merrick, looking to find Cudmore and does so. Cudmore now back to the Fengos. Penelo, little flick around the corner on the near side, but Cudmore retrieves it for the Vikings. Now it's Crotto straight in there looking for the hustle and bustle. And Monteverde as well. Backhand not taken, not strong from Monteverde. And it is Cudmore who gets it back for the Vikings. It's all a little bit scrappy, a little bit grubby, but it is going in there. Lukitas couldn't help himself. He was caught betwixt and between as Cudmore went forward. The penalty will go the way of MT Vikings. Penalty to MT Vikings from 30 yards, a penalty to Cudmore. Will strike it towards the castle end. Comes in at the walk. Little tap for Ollie. Goal is good. 8-3. Right, just coming up to the 3-minute mark in this fourth chukker. Ball is in play. Line up won by Hazel. Reaching out, takes it to the side. Still with Hazel. Going in there, Merrick. Gets a little backhand onto it. Now Araja, Jose. For the Vikings, they've all gone forward for the pass. There it is upfield, looking to find Cudmore, but back to the defend goes Crotto. Crotto's backhand wasn't great. Into the centre it comes, and he's found Pinello though. He had to work for it. He brought it back towards his own half again. The hit comes off the horse and the back, and now it's taken forward by George Merrick. Merrick now in behind is Luquitas Monteverde chasing. Merrick's approach shot down towards the goal. Pinello goes in there as well. Merrick will go in there. Very, very good goal by George Merrick, and they have another one on the board. Only 4 goals the difference now. 8 to UAE, 4 MT Vikings. Very good play, George Merrick. That Gray can run a little bit, can't it? Far side, change of ends. Cudmore gets it. This is more like it from the Vikings. Infield he goes. He's made good space for himself. Looks for a big drive along the ground, trying to find Merrick, who's gone forward. Crotto is back to defend. Backhand Pinello turns it around. Who's going to get there first? It'll be Araja who can keep it going here for the Vikings. Jose taken on by Jackson, helped out by Cudmore. Cudmore gets possession. He tried to come in field, but his ball's left behind. Good work again, this time by, now it is Merrick. Merrick going forward here. Crotto's to his right. Monteverde comes in to steal it away. And again, Monteverde just a little bit keen going for the ball there. And the whistle has gone. The penalty, it looks like, will go in favour of the Vikings. And indeed it has. Another one from 30 yards, penalty 2, and a chance to reduce the deficit to just 3 goals. Right, Ollie, Cudmore at the walk for 8-5. Little tap, that's all that's required. Oh, he's put it wide. And he bangs the turf with his mallet. And he knows that was a huge opportunity to reduce the deficit to 3 goals. Knock in. UAE, and Crotto will take it upfield on his lonesome. Looks for a big one, trying to find Monteverde. Monteverde takes out the man. Here comes Pinello. Through from the back now out to his left-hand side as the chasing Jose Araja. It is Pinello. It's a horse race between the pair. The ball sent down towards the goal. Araja takes out the man, and who's in behind? Look at this. Monteverde's in there with Cudmore. Backhand, beautifully done by Jose. They turn onto it sharpish, turn around again. Sent in field by Crotto. Jackson didn't get much onto it. Check, and turning around, it is Ollie Cudmore, and they prevent the goal. Good defence. Cudmore lets it go outfield, looking for Jose in company with Hazel. Hazel gets a little bit onto that. Good play from Jackson. In comes Monteverde on the near side. Look at the control and the stick work for this young man. Still infield he goes now. Look at this, and he has a wet sail here. It is Luquitas Monteverde. Can the young player go all the way? Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. Beautifully done by the 13-year-old. And they have a 5-goal advantage again. 9 to UAE, 4 MT Vikings. Well, just looking back, Cudmore missed the penalty down there to make it 8-5, and all of a sudden, now it's 9-4. Ball is in play. UAE with the momentum at the moment. There's the backhand by Crotto. Looking for, I think it was Monteverdi, but he's gone over the top, and George Merrick checks the grey and turns it, but looks for the big drive, didn't get a hold of it. Monteverdi gets it back for UAE. Ooh, coming in there was City. Whistle's gone over on the far side. Penalties being given in favour of MT Vikings. Siri Bassoni getting the foul for her team. Cudmore from the halfway line. A minute remaining, or seconds to go rather, to the first bell of the fourth chukker. There goes the hooter. 30 seconds remaining. Ball sent down the middle of the field. Araj is in there, so too Crotto. Turning onto it is Merrick. Looks for a little backhand into the pack. Takes a little deflection, comes outfield. Merrick again. Taken on by Pinello. Merrick retains possession. Jackson in there fighting as well. George not being allowed to go forward here. He's been told to use it by the umpires. And there's the hit by George down towards the goal. It's out to the right-hand side. Backhand by Crotto. And there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the fourth chukker. And, well, it could have been, as I said, 8-5. But the penalty 2 was missed. And the UAE went down the other end and scored. And it is now 9-4 at the end of 4. We'll be back with the fifth in a few moments. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Fifth chukker here, and UAE looking good for a place in the final to be played on Sunday live on Guards TV start with a rolling deep in UAE territory. 9-4 to score, 5 goals the difference. But the game is not over yet. MT still have a chance here, but they need to get possession quickly from this line-up and go in there and score as soon as they can, and they failed to do so. And now the ball taken on by Jacinto Crotto. Correction, it was Tommy Pinello. Araja on the little grey, hustled there by Luquitas Monteverde. And now Crotto, no, he's left behind. Cudmore gets it back for the Vikings. Pinello's challenging to his left-hand side. Cudmore being prevented from going forward. In behind Luquitas. Cudmore has the call. Cudmore still slowly but surely advancing. Cudmore, near side pick up by Hazel. Hazel will look for the big drive across field. Didn't get much onto it, but Pinello does. Pinello takes it away now, and it is UAE who come forward. To the side he goes. He checked. Cudmore's on the chase. He comes in field now. Tommy Pinello with the ball. Cudmore gets the hook. The ball left behind is picked up by Araja. Araja taken on by Jacinto Crotto. The hit by Araja sent down towards the goal again, but Crotto's there to defend. Jacinto, backhand across the goal mouth. Oh, it's failed to do it. It failed to make any contact, and Hazel gets a little bit onto that. It's met head on there by Merrick. Merrick from about 40 yards out. The drive by George goes out to the left and goes wide. It's not their day, is it? A minute just over gone in the 5th. Jacinto Crotto. Upfield, big drive, 100+ yards. Here comes Tommy Pinello, looking for a big one and finds it. Pinello now, look at Luquitas will take out Cudmore. Here's a horse race down the castle ground here at Flemish Farm. The big drive by Pinello looks like it's going out to the right. He overcut that and will go wide. So MT get away with that one. That would have been a hell of a goal if he'd have scored. 2 minutes gone. End-to-end stuff here on the castle ground. George Merrick quickly from the lineup. He knows he's got to get forward here as soon as he can. Merrick lofts it upfield. Merrick still with the bouncy ball out of the air. What a play by George. Now he puts on the pace, but in comes Jacinto Crotto. Backhand is missed by Crotto. Pinello turns it around and Jackson's onto it. Jackson going at Hazel, taken out of the play by Ollie Cudmore. Cudmore will try and bring it around. Hazel not going away though. She's still there. There's the drive by Ollie into the opposite half of the field, looking for Merrick. Crotto gets out of the way. The drive by George along the ground. Crotto can go back and get control here. Out to his left-hand side was Zaraja. Protects the ball. There's the backhand. Didn't get onto it. Comes back on his own line. Very, very good horse. Look at that, the way it turned. Beautiful play by Crotto. Crossfield. He comes down, sets something up here for UAE. Jacinto, but Cudmore's backhand stops him from going forward. They check over on the far boards, and it is Merrick in a little bit of a melee, surrounded by black shirts. George will wheel it around. The hit takes a little deflection. Luquitas Monteverde, backhand, looking for Hazel. Horse kicked it forward. Pinello hustling Merrick. Merrick in there. Jose Araja comes together with Hazel. Whistle's gone. I think it's going to be a penalty in favour of the Vikings. Spot hit Vikings, huge drive by Ollie, but it's way out to the left-hand side, and Crotto will let it go over the back line, or will he? No, it doesn't reach. Backhand by Crotto, over to the far corner, open backhand, beautifully executed. Merrick is there, and all the time, the clock is winding down, and we have another whistle over in the far corner. The clock is winding down, and it's looking more and more likely that it's going to be UAE in the final on Sunday. And the umpires are bringing the ball infield. The penalty given to the Vikings from 40 yards. The hard work paying off, but is it all too little too late? Jose Araja sets the ball up. The umpire has said play. His teammates are off changing. So the task given to the young Jose to make it 9-5. He puts it high, straight through for the score. Beautiful touch from Jose Araja to make it 9-5. The clock restarts, 3.5 minutes remaining in the fifth. Just to remind you, the second semi-final will be live from the Queen's Grand at Guards. That match between the OS Challengers, Outsourcing Inc. Challengers, who also sponsor this magnificent tournament, and they will play the Mad Dogs. In play, Merrick wins the lineup for the Vikings, looks for the drive. Finally gets it downfield towards his teammate there, Araja, but Crotto, strong in defence. Jacinto with the backhand. Sends it back though. Merrick picks it up. The Vikings have it again. Monteverde will be in there hustling. George fakes the backhand, cuts back in field. Jackson must get out of the way. He's lost control there momentarily. Now he has it. He looks up to see where his players are. There's the hit up towards the goal mouth. All his players are up there waiting, but it's turned around by Hazel. Beautiful play by Jackson, and she brings it forward here. Don't forget, this lady's 10 goals in the ladies' handicap, 2 in the mainstream handicap. Backhand again by Merrick. Crotto lofts it. Along the side it comes. Here comes Monteverde. Luquitas down the side. He takes it now. I'm going to look for the drive infield. Luquitas, Monteverde. Here comes the next shot from the 13-year-old. What a play by Monteverde. Sent in towards the goal. In comes Pinello. No, it's not. Getting there first will be George Merrick, who whips the ball across field. Oh, didn't get much onto it. It's turned around again. Monteverde drives it towards the goal. Little next shot, Monteverde. Goal is good from Luquitas. He was the first to turn, and the goal is good, and the whistle has blown there from the umpire, Greg Kite. The goal will be given. 10-5 to score. Clock has stopped. I think Siri has asked, can she go back and change or go back to the pony lines? So we'll just have a little delay, waiting for Siri Bassoni to come back out onto the field. Beautiful play from the young 13-year-old. Just over a minute remaining. In the fifth. And I can safely say UAE are in the final of the oldest tournament to be played at the Guards Polo Club. The Royal Windsor Cup, first played for in 1955. And historically, Her Majesty the Queen will present the prizes on Sunday to the winners and runners-up. Busy week for Her Majesty this week. She was at Guards on Sunday for the Cartier Queen's Cup presentation, and a week of Royal Ascot. And on Sunday, she's back at Guards. Amazing stuff. Line up again, far side. Line up, won by Araja, gets it for the Vikings. Can they get one before the end of the chukker? Less than a minute to play. The ball sent down the side of the field. Araja will go in there to try and pick it up and does so. Crotto's back to defend, going forward. Merrick Crotto going back, will get there in front of Merrick. There's the backhand by Jacinto. Beautifully executed again. Infield comes surely Ollie Cudmore. Will walk this one in. Cudmore should score from there. Yes, he does, Ollie. But the UAE team, well, weren't really challenging there. They know the game is theirs. They will come back to the middle, but it'll be all in vain. Seconds to go to the end of the match. The bell is imminent any second now. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the first semi-final here in the Castle Ground at Flemish Farm. Many, many congratulations to Sheikha Maita and her team, UAE. Commiserations to Siri Bazzoni and MT Vikings. The final score, UAE 10, MT Viking 6. Don't forget, we'll see you at Cars. Until then, thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.